Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Yeah, I've seen Joe Gomez play a few times in the first team last season, and he's an established defender for the England youth teams. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on at Liverpool. Yeah, very disappointed because he only played in the first team for one season. That was last year, and he was great, and he'd definitely be a real asset for Charlton next season if we kept him. So. If you lose a player that talented, especially so early in his career, it's always disappointing. Well, it's a tough question because he's got everything that you'd want in a modern defender. I mean, you just go through it. He's got size, he's strong, he's very fast. He can play football as well. He's a smart, intelligent player. He doesn't just rely on those physical attributes. So across the board, he can play in centre back or right back. And I think that's the kind of thing that Brendan Rodgers would look for sure. I think the one that stands out is probably his first start in the league, which was early in the season. He was 17 years old at the time, and it was against Derby, who literally just missed out on the playoffs, and so Derby was still considered one of the best, if not the best, teams at the time, and. It's his first start. It could have been a big daunting experience, but he slotted in seamlessly, and you would have thought he was like a 32-year-old. He had the Derby winger in his pocket the whole game, who had to get subbed off. The other guy came on, did no better, and it was just like, wow, he's here, he's ready, and he's already comfortable with Championship football. To be honest with you, there's no point in the season where you could have gone, oh, he's weak there, he's not good there. I mean, every single game he looked fine, he looked normal, and that will obviously change at Liverpool if he does play for the first team, or even maybe with the under-21 team. He's going to be exposed in some places, and I think that will be the biggest challenge for him. Just kind of moving to a new club. He's been with Charlton his whole life. Moving to a new city. He's from South London his whole life, and that's obviously going to expose some stuff. But as far as last season goes, you couldn't say, oh, he's weak here or weak there. He was great across the board. I think, speaking as a Charlton fan. We always go back to Richard Rufus, who is one of our best centre-backs ever, probably one of the greatest players never to play for England, and he's probably the best centre-back we've produced since Richard Rufus. Other people have compared him to Rio Ferdinand, which I can see that. I mean, in the sense that one of Ferdinand's great strengths was he was a footballer who could carry the ball forward out of defence, and Gomez has definitely got that in his game for sure. So I think those are two players who kind of immediately spring to mind. If it's on that lower end, if it's 3.5, 4 million, then you've got a great deal. Like Liverpool have just smashed it. I mean, this guy's one of the best young defenders in the country. If it's 8 million, then it's probably more of a fair deal. You're selling such a great talent, but at a fairly unproven level. If you look at some of the fees that other players go for, we lost John Joe Shelvey to Liverpool for way less than he was worth, in my opinion. So yeah, Joe Gomez is definitely worth the fee Liverpool are paying for him.
The early reports on this one were that Liverpool had agreed personal terms and had yet to agree a fee with Inter Milan, which is just mental, because that's just not how it works.